Good evening, everybody. It is January 3, 2022. And if you can believe it, it is Book of Mondays once again. Happy New Year, everybody. First Book of Mondays of 2022. Despite what Mary Elizabeth McGlynn says, we are still not free. There is still 200 zones left. Last Monday, we finished off at Zone 300. Anybody want to start placing bets on will we finish this before 2023? Because I was talking to Rachel about it the other night, and I was like, I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do for Mondays once we finish this year. And Rachel just kind of laughed. Like, you really think we're going to finish it? I think we'll finish it. But who knows? I'm 17 zones away from catching up to the zone that Rachel's currently on. So we'll probably at the very least be caught up and on the same zone within the next couple of streams. Uncle Lander, hello. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Count Wolf, what a hellish way to kick off the new year, huh, Nubs? You know, there's been a lot of shit. There's been a lot of dumb shit going on in life and in the world for the end of 2021 and the start of 2022. So, Book of Memories is just another thing. Just another thing on top of this endless nightmare that we call existence. Hey, Websters. Can't believe it's fucking Monday. It is fucking Monday. Believe it. Believe it. Date Bayo. Nub, what if I can't believe? What if my faith in Mondays has declined? What if it's become a mostly observational thing for me? A Christmas and Easter thing? That's fair. That's fair. You do not have to believe in Mondays, for Mondays will still exist and still be here. At the very least for 200 more zones. Hey, Kibbs. Hey, Rafa. What's up, Hirimi? Oh, I caught Monday within 10 minutes. Even with how much I'm suffering today. And if you can believe it. Hey, you're not playing this fucking game. I know you're dealing with some stuff. We've all got some shit we're dealing with, but hey, I'm here. I'm playing Book of Memories so that you can look at your life and be like, at least I'm not that. At least I don't have to do this. Nub is doing this for me. What's up, Billy the Kid? Welcome. Silent Phil. Is Phil here? Phil Fish? Caught Monday like it's a disease. The Monday variant. That'll be the next wave of COVID. We got Delta. We got Omicron. The next is just going to be Monday. You got the Monday variant. Am I starting solo? Okay. I figured as much. Rachel. And he going solo. I did not get caffeine in my system. Yeah. Rachel's had a hell of a day too, so she's already gotten her suffering out of the way. No need to amplify that suffering with this shit. But look at this. There's a giant worm monster in the background, and we are at zone 300. Just because we're kind of at this milestone, I want to scroll back up and show everybody the background artwork from zone 1 up to this point. Here we go. Almost there. Zone 1. Remember Zone 1? Remember like 4 years ago when I first started playing this game? Well, it started up here with this like town, perhaps Silent Hill, even though it doesn't actually resemble Silent Hill in any way. It's just a town that also has fog, which I guess resembles Silent Hill good enough. Anytime it's foggy outside, there's fucking 400 posts on Reddit. It looks like Silent Hill outside. So that's all it takes is fog. Fog in a town. But zone 1. And then we descended down into the ground. There's like a little basement area, some stairs, like a creepy underground area. And then even more down into the earth, whatever this dungeon from Morrowind is. And even further down into whatever that is. And even further down into Castlevania Symphony of the Night waterfall area. You know the one. With like the little lion face statue elevator part. Oh wait, that's Castlevania 4. Super Castlevania 4. Not Symphony of the Night. Hanging Skeleton World. I've already been drinking if you can't tell. Big Hole in the Ground World. Metallic Tube thing. Evil Burning Church World. Welcome to Vatican. Yeah, the Vatican. And now here we are at Zone 300. Giant Angry Worm. Tremor World. Homecoming Church. Yeah, pretty much. Like how Nub's going through this and we're all talking about a pup named Scooby-Doo. No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't pay attention to me. I'm the background noise. I've accepted that. That is my calling as a Twitch streamer, is you put me on for background noise, you talk about Scooby-Doo, you do some work, you clean your room or whatever while I'm on in the background. You're like, man, he's got a nice voice. And then you go to bed. That's fine. You don't have to actually pay attention to me. I've accepted my lot in life. Also, you're talking about a pup named Scooby-Doo when 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo exists? And not one of you fuckers mentioned it? They got Vincent Price for a regular role in a Scooby-Doo cartoon. Vincent Price. What do you want, Valtiel? Do execution moves. I will not. Thank you. The literal best Scooby-Doo. Everyone knows that. I guess that's true. The Scooby-Doo cartoon with an ongoing episodic plot arc. Oh god, my controller stopped working. And I'm killed by a butcher. First room. First room, first orb. And it's fucking butcher. We're off to a very Monday start. Oh yeah. No, no. Let me suffer. You already had to play Book of Public Sandwiches today. I'll deal with this. There's a bogeyman too. Oh, stop. Oh, stop. Oh, stop. Please stop. Please just... The first room, I mean, if there's any indication that Book of Memories does not give a shit if it's 2022. Don't give a shit what year it is. Don't give a shit what kind of day you had. Book of Memories is here to remind you, hey, go fuck yourself. Just go on and go fuck yourself. Just go right over there and just fuck yourself. As said, I've already kind of pre-gamed. I've been drinking. I've been experimenting with the air fryer and cooking various things. And I have discovered that I really enjoy getting drunk and cooking things in the air fryer. And I made cheese stuffed meatballs tonight. And they actually came out really fucking good. Really good. I can think of ways to do them better next time I make them. But yeah, they're giant meatballs stuffed with cheese. I did some with mild cheddar and some with Baby Bell, little tiny cheese wheels. And Basically did little meat patties and then rolled them into balls around the cheese. I shredded the cheddar cheese and then pressed the shreds into little wheels about the same size as the Baby Bells. Seasoned the ground beef, some onion, some garlic, some Italian seasoning, rolled it up around the balls of cheese, the little wheels of cheese, and then rolled those meatballs in some panko breadcrumbs. Oh, do it. Oh, do it. I need to actually karma ability here.
Maybe I could sing them to death.
It's not working. It's not working. Oh. It kind of worked. Okay, I got a bit of a heal. That's all I needed. But I rolled the meatballs in panko that was mixed with some salt, some pepper, some Parmesan cheese, and then popped those bad boys in the air fryer. He wasn't even facing me! I was behind him! It wasn't even his ground pound move, it was his fucking slash.
I'm empty.
Oh my god. So yeah, we had big air-fried balls of meat filled with cheese for dinner. And I've been drinking moonshine for the last, 2 hours while I was cooking and then setting up the stream. It's like Fruit Punch Moonshine by Old Smoky. True Georgia Moonshine? Not really. I mean, it's Old Smoky Moonshine. Although I'm sure I could probably get some True Georgia Moonshine. Is that 2 Rorschachs? Pick up the keys. Legal moonshine, exactly. It's still really strong alcohol, so it's good. It's very good. Got an air fryer for Christmas, and all I've used it for is cookies. Cookies is a fine way to use it. We haven't done that yet. We haven't done sweets in the air fryer just yet. We want to try making cheesecake one of these days, because we have a recipe book that came with ours that's got a recipe for air fryer cheesecake. So we'll probably try that at some point. But so far with the air fryer, we've done pigs in blankets, which is probably one of our favorite things so far. British pigs in blankets. Little mini sausages wrapped in bacon. We've done stuffed mushrooms. Mushrooms stuffed with spinach, cream cheese, Parmesan rolled in panko and then fried in the air fryer. We've done sausage balls, sausage, cheese, biscuit mix, rolled up into balls, and then run through the air fryer. One of those things that my family would always eat for Christmas was sausage balls. But they usually make them in the oven. But I found that making them in the air fryer is even better. I tried making pot stickers in the air fryer, and that was my lesson that not everything can be made in the air fryer. Like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Like, pot stickers are still best in an actual pot. Like, they're called pot stickers for a reason. Because the shell, it's too crunchy. It's almost like a cracker when you put them in the air fryer. It just sucks all the moisture out of it. Like, I even tried boiling them beforehand to make them really soft, and then put them in the air fryer to crisp them up, and they still were just too dry. They are best in a pot or in a pan. Even illegal moonshiners still measure the proof of their shit. Don't want to get poisoned. Well, any decent ones do. All of us own Winnie the Pooh now. Not the red shirt Disney version, but the original. So like the original book version of Winnie the Pooh, Disney's still ruining the public domain. But it's starting to heal. Huh. Damn. Ooh, artifact room. Come on, UFO. Seed packet. Seed packet is not a UFO. Not at all. Where the fuck is Howard, man? It's over on the right. I chose poorly. Okay, we need to backtrack. But that's interesting. The whole public domain Winnie the Pooh, like, I wonder what that's gonna do. I'm sure Disney will change that. That feels like the kind of thing that Disney will jump all over. Kind of wish I could play this. Want to see how long it'd take me to get to 500 since I have unlimited free time and no income. You say that as if my situation is any different. Because I have all the money and other shit to do in my life, right? I mean, remember, I used to play this game on my stream even more than once a week. And it drove me so fucking insane. I basically stopped streaming for a year. I mean, a lot of other things were going on in my life as well. But also Book of Mondays, Book of Memories in general. Definitely had something to do with that as well.
There's plenty of it. Spend those memories wisely now.
Because that's the thing. You'll think, oh, I can sit here and get these 500 zones done.
Until next
No
time.
problem, right? And then by the time you're like 100 zones in, you don't care. You want to give up on everything in life. Like, I've had a lot of jobs where I gotta do mindless fucking shit day in and day out. Hell, I worked for the fucking Texas state government. As did you, hearing me. So you know what I'm talking about. And none of that has any comparison to like playing this shit even just once a week. Good lord, this room. Oh god, oh god. Did you see the fucking wombo combo? One of them hit me, and I, for a brief moment, had that flash in my mind, like, oh my god, it didn't one-shot me. And then the other one was right there, like, hey, by the way, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. That is what Silent Hill Book of Memories is here to do. Just to remind you, hey, by the way, just go and fuck yourself. And I've got to get back to that room because I had like 2 or 3 keys on me.
Cutting straight to business, I see. It's good to be well supplied. Thank you kindly.
Okay.
Thank you. Do come again.
Where even was that? That was here? I don't even remember what room that was. This is back to the start. Fuck you. miss that curry so much. See, I never really got that. I didn't even have that. The coolest thing that ever happened to me while I was working for the state was Quentin Tarantino came to Austin to film part of Death Proof. Which was like his half of whatchamacallit, Grindhouse. So I went on my lunch break for like a couple of weeks while Tarantino was filming in Austin. And I went and ate my lunch across from where Tarantino was filming scenes for Death Proof. So, I mean, that was kind of neat. Especially at that time, because I was very interested in, like, filmmaking. I was doing a lot of little indie filmmaker things with a friend of mine, with a few friends of mine. And I was doing some, like, online indie filmmaker stuff through a website. Basically, there was a website for users of a particular type of camera. It's the DVX 100. Or just the DVX series in general. So there was this site of people who all used that series of camera called DVX User, which one of my coworkers from a different job had kind of gotten me into and got me interested into like indie filmmaking and stuff like that. And I started learning the basics of filmmaking. Worked on a couple little indie projects and learned some basic stuff. Like proper script writing and then being on set, helping set up shots, learning how to set up shots, set up lighting. Oh my god. Fuckers. There it is. Got my keys. Need 2 more fucking orbs. So, especially at that time, I was really interested into like filmmaking and stuff. So it was neat to go and see like Quentin Tarantino making a movie. Like right around the block from where I was working. Last orb. I don't know. I think the last film that was being shot where I live was Silent Hill 2. Wait, Silent Hill 2? Like, do you mean Silent Hill Revelations? The second theatrical Silent Hill movie? Or like the fan film by Colton Dietz. The second theatrical movie. Ah, okay. That was filmed near you? Wasn't that in Canada? That's somewhere in Canada? Where was that being filmed? Oh yeah, that's right. We rewatched them recently. And yeah, you see like a Canadian trucking company. There's a lot of little hints that it was filmed in Canada. You live in Canada? Nice, Des. Ah, Steel Guardian. Knew a coworker that had a cameo in a very corny Alien flick. Yeah. Why did my brain go to the same thing? I was just going to say Feeders. And then Rachel behind me. Feeders? Were they in Feeders? Or were they in Tartarus? Or were they in Feeders to Sleigh Bells? It's Christmas themed. Is it Sleigh Bells? Okay. Why do I know that? Why is that part of my brain occupied with that fucking knowledge? Also, rip everybody's ears. You hate that sound effect? Me too. Actually louder for me in my headphones compared to everybody watching. Oh my god, we're almost to Zone 302, where Walter starts becoming a regular enemy. Yeah, that's not true. That would have been neat if it was like Silent Hill 4 themed or something. Even just like ghosts. It could have just been like a special challenge with ghosts. No. Was gonna seriously ask if you were joking or not. Of course I'm joking. You think this game, after 300 zones, would do anything different from the first 10? The first 3? This game has literally been completely unchanged, other than scaling difficulty. By difficulty, I mean damage dealt by enemies. Since, like, the first fucking few zones. Of course I'm fucking around. This game doesn't do anything cool. It never changes. It is always this. Oh, shit. What happens when we get to zone 420? Tom Hewlett does a gravity bong hit and laughs about all the people who paid money for this game. No, no. And he's healing and invincible, so... Book of Memories, go fuck yourself. Nub will blast a gigantic Scooby-Doo blunt while talking like Shaggy. I mean Shaggy from A Pup Named Scooby-Doo. We've gone full circle. Actually, was Shaggy in A Pup Named Scooby-Doo? He was, right? Because I know there was some Scooby-Doo things where, like, not everybody was there. They still dressed the same, but they were just there as kids? Okay. I actually have not seen a whole lot of Pup Named Scooby-Doo. I remember a little bit of it, but mostly I watched, like, old original Scooby-Doo, like special guest star Don Knotts Scooby-Doo, like that kind of stuff. 13 Ghosts. I watched a lot of 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. Because fucking Vincent Price in a Scooby-Doo cartoon. Ghoul School had only Shaggy, Scoob, and Scrappy. Oh, I vaguely remember Ghoul School. There was a bunch of, like, zombie girls.
Accept the book's power and seize control.
Oh, their fathers were all, like, horror icons. One was a little Frankenstein. One was a little vampire. That's right. That's right. That basically evolved into Monster High. Yeah, I remember that, where, like, Dracula showed up and all their dads were there. It was a private school for little monster girls. Yeah, isn't that essentially what became, or I guess what Monster High did? Probably ripped off the idea. Oh god. Oh god. Disarming tremor. What? Oh my god. That tremor just slapped me for fucking 80% damage. I don't give a shit if he's steel. Steels can suck my left nut. Sonic Steak Eater, thanks for the 4 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much for the support. These fuckers. Oh, and it spawns on a goddamn invincibility thing. Oh my god. Oh, and they're just gonna sit in that fucking corner with the invincibility trap. Please, please, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Thank you. Give it to me again. Hang on, I can't hear very well. The new headphones are very sound canceling. What was that, babe? Oh yeah, yeah. They did the Blair Witch parody with Scooby-Doo. We went back and found, like, YouTube has all of that archived because apparently it's not anywhere else. And Pyramid Head trying to stab me with right in front of the door. Go. And a raw shock. I'm out of here. Wait, can I get fucking killed while I'm doing this? I need to kill the raw shock.
Better take it anyway.
Oh god. Oh god. Stop. Stop.
Give me that money.
There we go. Rorschach's dead. That's all I cared about. I just didn't want him to come up behind me. Oh, god damn it. I need to go get Howard, though. I'm completely out of shit. It's gonna be down at the bottom. Insane Cancer. Yeah, nice game summarization. That's actually the name of that enemy from Silent Hill 3. You get it? Because it's a cancer, and it's... Heather has like a horrible, malicious god growing inside of her. It's like a thing. It's a motif. Dude, more steel shit that is just sitting on an invincibility. Oh, he's steel and bloated. And he's decided to be invincible. Look at his health. Thank you.
What's your pleasure? It's good to be well supplied.
Don't you? You know where I am.
Thank you again, Sonic Steak Eater. I appreciate the resub. Hope you're doing well. What you got for me, Valtiel? A dog tag. I think it sells decently. Hey, Calavera. Always heard of this game, but never seen it. It looks uninspired. That's one way to put it. I would call it a huge piece of shit. It's literally one of the worst things I've ever played. And I don't mean that just because, like, if you're new to the channel, I noticed it says, first time chat from viewer. Welcome, I'm Nub Zombie. I'm a huge Silent Hill nerd. Like, my whole channel is built around doing super in-depth story playthroughs and explanations of all of the Silent Hill games in the entire series. I'm a huge horror fan, huge Silent Hill fan. This is what I do. It's what I've been doing for about 7 years on Twitch, and basically since 1999 when the first Silent Hill game came out, just as a fan. And I don't mean this is just like a bad Silent Hill game, because it's not like other Silent Hill games. I'd be fine with it if it was a dungeon crawler Silent Hill game, if it was a fun dungeon crawler. Like, for example, there's an arcade game, the Silent Hill arcade game, which is basically House of the Dead but with Silent Hill monsters. It's not a good Silent Hill game, but it's a fun arcade game. It's a fun rail shooter. If you like on-rail shooters, it's a pretty good on-rail shooter. This is horrible in every sense of what it was trying to be. Like, it's not a good Silent Hill game. It's not a good dungeon crawler. It's not a good RPG. It's not a good Vita game. Like, everything that it is, it failed at. It's horrible. And it's made all the more frustrating by the fact that, yeah, Tom said they did their best, and it was made by WayForward, who has made better RPGs than this. They've made a lot of good games. They made Bloodstained. They made the Blood Rain 2D side-scroller I always forget the name of. They made fucking Shantae. They made River City Girls. Like, there's a lot of really good WayForward games. The team that made this, in interviews, Tom said they did their best. This was not their best. I've seen what WayForward can do. I've seen what Tom can do working with WayForward, because he works for WayForward now when he left Konami after this game. Like, Tom has done better. WayForward has done better. This, nobody gave a shit about this. There's nothing official on the record for this other than my crazy ass thinking about it and putting together times of when things happened. But my theory on this is that Tom already knew that he was going to be leaving Konami. He knew that he was going to be going to work for WayForward. He was finishing out his contract or whatever he had through Konami. And basically none of this was their idea. Like, this was all a higher up from Konami. Some relatively high person at Konami was like, we've got a contract with Sony. We need to make more games for the Vita. So Silent Hill, we're doing a really big run on Silent Hill this year. In fact, it was originally supposed to be all at the same month, where Silent Hill HD Collection, Silent Hill Downpour, and this were all supposed to be released within like 3 weeks of each other. So Konami was doing this really big Silent Hill push, right? This is in 2012. So 2011 or so, when all of these projects started, 2010, 2011, some higher up exec was like, hey, we've got this contract with Sony. They want us to make more Vita games. We're going to make a Silent Hill game for the Vita. And they were like, hey, there's all these roguelike dungeon crawlers getting popular. Fucking Binding of Isaac is one of the best selling games right now. We are going to make a Silent Hill roguelike dungeon crawler for the PlayStation Vita, because that's what we have contracts to do, and we're trying to play off of current video game trends, at least for that time. So they took this idea and they gave it to Tom Hewlett, who was already looking at leaving Konami and going to work for WayForward. So they drop it in Tom Hewlett's lap. He says, I'll do what I can. I'll get my friends from WayForward that I'm about to go work for to come and slap some shit together in like a year. And then I'm going to skedaddle out the door once this shit comes out. Again, this is just my theory. These are fan theories. Okay? But look at this game. Look at this game. If you've never seen this game before, if you don't know anything else about this game, you can go and watch the entire playlist. I'm on zone 302. Every zone from zone 1 up to 302, it's archived. It's there. It's in the playlist. You can go and watch this entire thing from beginning to end. It's like 100 hours so far. And I mean, this game is unforgivably awful. It's horrible. If you've got a PlayStation Vita, play Silent Hill 1. Play Silent Hill Origins. Play fucking Shattered Memories. There's 3 other Silent Hill games that are compatible with a regular non-modded Vita. And if you mod your Vita so that you can emulate PS2 games, you can basically play every other Silent Hill game except for Homecoming and Downpour on this. So even just for Silent Hill games available for this console, this is a big piece of shit. In terms of dungeon crawlers, you can get Binding of Isaac for the Vita. Like, there's better games. There's better dungeon crawlers. There's better RPGs. There's better WayForward games. There's better Silent Hill games. No matter what way you try to phrase, or frame this game, no matter what sort of standards you put it up to, it is bad. It is fucking awful. Vita can play PS2 games. The Vita, when modded, can emulate a lot of stuff very well, including PS2. But only when it's modded, when it's jailbroken and modded. All right. So anyway, there's my rant. We did my Book of Memories rant. I've probably done that rant like 100 times over the last several years playing this. But we just got to get it out of the way. There might be PSP games that look better than this. Peace Walker, for example. Oh, there's absolutely PSP games that are better than this in every way. There's better PlayStation 1 games. Anybody ever play Air Guys? EHRGEIZ, God Bless the Ring. Anybody ever play Air Guys? That was a PlayStation 1 game. It was a fighting game, a 3D style fighting game. God damn it. It was a 3D style fighting game that had a couple of Final Fantasy VII characters in it and then a bunch of original characters. Cloud, Tifa, Sephiroth, and then like a bunch of random other people. Like original characters. What a lot of people, if you have not played Air Guys, you're probably only familiar with the fighting game aspect of it. Even if you're casually familiar with Air Guys, you're probably only familiar with the fighting game aspect of it. What a lot of people don't know is that Air Guys had a dungeon crawler mode where you played as two of the original characters and you went through a whole series of like procedurally generated dungeons. And that shit on the PlayStation 1 is a way better dungeon crawler than this. Infinitely better than this game. Kind of funny this game's blacklisted on the PSTV. Yes, it is. This game is not by default compatible with the PSTV, although that is how I'm playing it. I'm playing this through a PSTV so that I can capture it. Because the PS Vita, unlike the PSP, does not have native video out. See, the PSP was nice about that. The PSP has native video out. You can do component out cables and capture component quality video from the PSP, at least from some models of PSPs. So like PSP, you can play on actual hardware and capture directly from the handheld. The Vita, not so much. It did not have that native video out. So in order to play this, I'm playing on a PSTV that has been modded.
Got any spare clips?
In order to basically force this game to be compatible. And I don't even know why this game is whitelisted, like why it is blacklisted in the first place. Because it works. It's functional. It's not good, but it does work. Like, there's no reason for it to not work on the PSTV without a mod. But it needs a mod. Speaking of obscure fighters, any love for Rival Schools? I love Rival Schools. I'm a big fighting game player. A lot of people who are newer to the channel or only know like me from the Silent Hill stuff probably don't know this, but I've talked about it a lot. I've done a lot of fighting game streams on the channel. And yeah, I'm a big fighting game player and I fucking love Rival Schools and Project Justice. Amazing fighting games. And they actually did a crossover. They put some rival school's character or a rival school character in Street Fighter V somewhat recently, right? I stopped playing Street Fighter V like years ago. I gave up on that game. That is not a good fighting game in my opinion. Akira's gonna be in Street Fighter. Is it Akira? I thought there was somebody else. But yeah, I know they were doing like a rival schools crossover thing with Street Fighter V. Which is pretty cool that they even acknowledge it in this day and age. Cyberbots is fun too. If you've given that a go, Cyberbots is good. Techromancer. Oh god, Invisible Butcher. I can't do this fight. So we're just gonna look at a big nurse.
The character I'm most like is Corinne. She's complex and strong, but vulnerable. My close friends even call me Corinne. I went as her last year, actually.
Oh my god. Fist boost. Because everybody loves doing fist-only Book of Memories runs, right? I mean, you said it. I just want it to go on record. Rachel said, hooray fisting. I pulled one off my ear because you were talking to me earlier. That almost ended you. The moment I walked out of that room and back into the butcher room and he threw a fucking axe, that could have been death. That 100% could have just killed me right there. Healthy gray children. I love healthy enemies. They're basically the same thing as corrosive. Just waste a whole lot of weapon durability to kill them instead of normal. Hooray. Do you like Final Fantasy? I like Final Fantasy. I've played most of them. I have not played 15 yet. And I've played a lot of 14, but I never did all of the main story quest stuff in 14. I didn't play the sequels to 13 very much. Because I didn't like 13, so I didn't like the other 13 games. But I played pretty much everything else. And generally, overall, enjoy the series. "15 made you like 13? I just got 15 for Christmas. So I was planning on starting a playthrough of it, not on stream, but I was planning on starting a playthrough of it relatively soon. 13 got better with time. I don't think that's possible. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Oh my god. "14 has made you want to try the others?" I mean, it's cool that there is so much of the overall series, like, kind of worked into 14 in different ways. And out of the whole series, I would say 9 is my overall favorite. 9, and I'm not memeing here, but 6 and 9. 69. 69 dudes. No, but Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 9 are absolute masterpieces for me.
Take your time. There's plenty of it.
13 also has really good music. I start to tune everything about 13 out because anytime I think about it, I just think about how fucking horrible linear it was.
Until next
And
time.
like, don't get me wrong, a lot of Final Fantasy games before 13 were linear, but it wasn't so linear to the point of being a literal hallway that you cannot deviate from for most of the game. Yes, I know it's not the whole game, and yes, I know there are other aspects about 13 that are pretty good, but holy shit, trying to get through 13, especially the first few hours of 13, is just mind-numbing. It's not quite Book of Memories level of mind-numbing, but it's pretty fucking bad. Stop. These hidden enemies need to fuck off and die. Or I'll just die. I'll just fucking die to it. How long has it been since I last played 13? Maybe 2010? Trying to think. I was in my old apartment with my roommate at the time, and we were like, let's give 13 another try, because neither of us liked it on the release playthrough that we did. 2011, maybe? It's been a long time. Final Fantasy Tactics is top tier to me. Tactics and Tactics Advance are both really, really good as well. Right, that was the ghost room. I just need to go get that last orb. Yeah, this way. Need to get that last orb, need to go to Howard, restock, and then get the fuck out of this stupid zone. Biggest gripe with 15 is you have to watch a movie before playing it, or you kind of miss out. You have to watch a movie before playing it? Do you mean like in terms of
Step right up. We've got just about
there's a
everything.
lot of cutscene that's included in the
Spend
game, or
those
something
memories
that's
wisely now.
outside of the game itself? A literal
Enjoy it
media,
now.
like an actual movie that you have to
Something I can
watch.
take off your hand?
What movie? Is it Final Fantasy Spirits Within? Because I've seen that. I don't think that's what you mean, though.
Don't spend
King's
it all in one
Glaive.
place.
There's also a 6-part anime
Good
series.
luck out there.
Holy shit. I knew there was like lots of 15 spin-off stuff, but I didn't realize it was so like critical to the story. I hate that Square has done that so much. They basically pulled a Kingdom Hearts with it. Where it's like, hey, here's this game that from the surface seems very standalone and enjoyable. But, oh, you want to actually, like, enjoy the story? Well, here's 15 other things that you need to play, and a movie you need to watch, and an anime series, and a concert. Shit. Okay, I need to go down from here. Fuck my stupid asshole. I gotta get past a butcher, a hidden pyramid head,
There's plenty of
and
it.
who knows what the fuck else just to get to the stupid
Spend
exit,
those
man.
memories wisely now.
And look at this. I'm down to 13k memory residue. Just from
Thank you,
restocking after deaths.
Don't be a
I'm
stranger.
I'm almost at a point. Don't even say that shit. Because Rachel's behind me saying it's time to artifact hunt, which is true. That's the best way to make money in this game. But the problem is, that means playing this game and not making zone progress towards 500. Like, I'm almost at a point where I need to actively stop grinding towards finishing the zones so that I can replay zones, so that I can get shit that I can sell, so that I can have money to buy supplies to restock on shit when the game is bullshit and kills me and takes away all my supplies. Book of Memories. There are people who defend this game. There are actual people who exist in the world who say that as a dungeon crawler on the Vita, this is fine and acceptable. Spirits Within is such a weird thing. It's objectively bad, but somehow kind of enjoyable. I actually really like Spirits Within for some reason. I've got that nostalgia part of my brain that remembers when Spirits Within came out, and I was like a big Final Fantasy fan at the time. So I was like, oh my God, a theatrically released Final Fantasy movie. And for the time that it came out, those CG graphics were like the closest we had ever seen to realistic, like, graphics looking like computer generated graphics looking like actors, looking like people. That was the closest we had gotten at that time. And you go back and you look at it now and it looks like a PlayStation 3 game. But at the time, that shit was mind-blowing. It's definitely one of those ones where I have that nostalgia part of my brain that's like, oh my God, Spirits Within. And then I rewatch it and I'm like, okay. All right. It's not horrible, but it's definitely not. It's not what I thought it was in my mind at the time that I saw it in theaters. Oh, let's see if we can get the ghost skip. He spawned in front of me. What? You piece of shit. They're supposed to spawn behind me and clip out of the world and die. Remember my last stepdad saying after that movie, it's only a matter of time now before they replace actors with computers? Well, he wasn't wrong. We've already done that now with Carrie Fisher and Peter Cushing and was he General, what's his name? The one actor who died that played one of the Imperial, that's Peter Cushing? Yeah. Grand Moff Tarkin, thank you. Tarkin was the female commander. Mon Mothma. That's not her. That's the rebel lady with the hair. The rebel lady with the hair. I'm probably driving Rachel up a wall with my lack of Star Wars knowledge. I'm sorry. I've seen the Star Wars. I've seen all the Star Wars movies. I've seen all the Star Wars. I have not seen any of the animated Star Wars cartoons. I have not read any of the Star Wars books. I was more of a Trekkie. I've always been more of a Trekkie when it comes to that stuff. Stop it. But yeah, Rachel's the Star Wars nerd between us. She's read like every Star Wars novel and knows all the juicy details, all the backstory, all the hidden lore. I don't know. I just watched the movies. Prefer Dune? There's not enough Dune content to call yourself a Doonie, though. I mean, you got a new movie. You finally made another movie. Like 36 years after David Lynch's movie or whatever. Can I call myself a Dune fan if I'm just a David Lynch fan that watched his Dune? Never read the book. And I haven't seen the new one. They should have let Lynch do his thing. I mean, he got away with a lot of shit. It might not be full-on David Lynch, but you can tell. They still let him get away with a lot in his version of Dune. Mother! The sleeper has awakened! Speaking of Lynch, I watched Blue Velvet the other day. Was neat. That is one word to describe that movie. I love Blue Velvet, but I don't know if I would be like, that was neat. I usually end that movie being like, that was brilliant, but I don't want to watch it again for a long time. It's a really good movie, and it makes my stomach hurt. It's a wonderful David Lynch movie, and it makes my stomach hurt. And usually once I've seen it, I don't want to see it again for at least a year. Because, yeah, it's intense. I think Elephant Man is the only Lynch movie I've seen. I agree with Tui Fui. That's probably one of his more normal, mainstream type movies out of everything that he's made. Still very good. Still definitely has those like trademark Lynchian sort of aspects to it, but very much toned down. Did Lynch do Eraserhead? Yes, that was David Lynch. Man, I'm actually clearing rooms just to get my fucking 100 memory residue out of these chests because I fucking need it. I mean, I've got some extra princess wands I can sell. If I can get a decent Howard room spawn next to some weapons that are worth a decent amount, I might take the time to sell some shit. because I am getting dangerously low on memory residue. Was waiting for the closet scene since the Silent Hill 2 reference, and yeah, how'd you like it? How do you like that scene? As intense as people think of the Silent Hill 2 scene, when you see the actual like inspiration for it in Blue Velvet, yeah, that's a whole nother thing, isn't it?
Can you just tell me what's wrong?
It was a lot, and I feel like it lasted an hour. When you go back and like actually time it though, it's not that long. But yeah, because of how just uncomfortable it is, and how tense it is, it feels like fucking forever. It feels like such a long scene. Heineken, fuck that shit. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Yeah, Dennis Hopper, fucking Bowser from the Super Mario Brothers movie, giving a wonderful performance. Such a good villain. I can remember I saw Blue Velvet when I was pretty young, like younger than I probably should have been when I saw it. And the biggest takeaway from it for me was it got me into listening to Roy Orbison. At that time, that was like what I took away from it. I was like, I like this music. I like Roy Orbison. That was the biggest influence on me as a child. The first time seeing Blue Velvet. Well, as a child, probably more like as a young teen. But yeah, it got me into listening to Roy Orbison. In dreams, I walk with you. Roger Ebert was like, David Lynch violated this actress, blah, blah, blah. And the actress was like, man, that was like my favorite movie I've ever been in. Yeah. Oh, God, I'm blanking on the actress's name. But yeah, that's true. He made a big deal about it. Where he was like, this poor actress, she had to go through all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And then she came out and did an interview where she was like, that was the best movie I've ever been in. What are you talking about? I'm fine. Because David Lynch, like, say what you will about David Lynch and his style of movies, and he's a weird guy and this and that. Anybody who's ever worked with him has always been like, he's such a wonderful person to work with. Anybody who's ever worked with him has always been like, so happy to work with somebody like him. Because he's like, just... I've seen behind the scenes footage where he's like talking to actors and working with people and doing stuff, and he really just treats people like his friends that he's having fun making stuff with. Making a movie. Making a movie! And if you think that you saw a movie and experienced it on your fucking cell phone. It's another one of my favorite Lynch things that's out there. If anybody has ever seen the David Lynch cell phone rant. Where he's talking about people watching movies on their cell phones. He's like, you've been cheated. You've been cheated out of a theatrical experience. Oh, man. I love him. Did I die somewhere and lose keys? I'm like not even paying attention. Because I've got 2 locked doors and no keys. Oh, yeah, that's full of dark enemies. I might not have seen things. Theater's too expensive and full of fucking COVID anti-vax no-maskers shoveling popcorn into their snout. Why would you put yourself at that kind of risk so that you can see The Matrix? Okay, they were there. Although, speaking of movies in the theater, I can't believe Danzig's movie with the title that I just can never remember. Death Rider in the House of Vampires. I'm always like, Knight Rider meets Dracula. Like, what the fuck did he make? It's still theater only. What are you doing, Danzig? Oh, what am I doing, Danzig? But Danzig's fucking Death Rider movie is still only in the theaters. What the fuck is wrong with you, Danzig? What are you doing? Put it on Shudder. They're the whole reason anybody saw Veronica. Put it on Shudder. Let people watch it. I want to see it. And I don't want to go to theaters to do that. Danzig is in it, not just a hidden cameo. Yeah, he's like actually in it. Along with a lot of other unexpected people. He got some real top quality talent for Knight Rider versus Dracula. Fucking whatever it's called. Death Rider in the House of Vampires. In my defense, most of the quote-unquote movies I watch aren't played in cinemas. What are the quote-unquote movies that you watch? Witches of Breastwick. This Ain't Twilight. Pirates. Boner Breath. Have you ever seen Boner Breath? It's one of my personal favorites. Anal Swine. Oh, God. Fucking damn it. Oh, this zone. Can't even keep myself entertained with porn titles. Ant Farm Dickhole. It's a classic. If you haven't seen Anal Swine, I highly recommend it. That's where you get Johnny Rotten playing Hunter S. Thompson. But also fucking people in the ass. All-time classic family picture. And I'll be honest, I never saw Boner Breath. I just laughed at it. When I was like 19, 20, I worked in a porn store for a couple years. And my friends would just come and hang out, like Hirimi would just come and hang out at the porn store with me. And a lot of times we would get bored because there wasn't a lot of customers. And there was a lot of times during the day, especially early in the day, where there just wasn't shit else to do. So we came up with a game called Porn Store Giggle, where my friends hanging out in the porn store, we would try to find movies in the porn store that would make each other laugh, like just from the title. Because when you work in a porn store and you're just, you know, dealing with stuff every day, after a certain point it just becomes inventory. Like, it's the same as any other retail job. Like, you work at Target, you gotta hang up sweaters and put up coffee mugs. And then after like 2 years of working in a porn store, it's like, okay, I gotta put up fucking the new shipment of dildos and jackrabbits, and I gotta put these fucking cock rings out here on the rack and hope that customers don't fuck them up, and I gotta put all these movies up on the shelf. So after a while, you're just kind of numb to it, right? Like, you become desensitized to all that shit. So my friends and I would just... We came up with Porn Store Giggle. Just as a fucking thing to do. And we'd try to make each other laugh. We'd try to find whatever movie in the store had a title that would make us crack up. And we played that game a lot. And there's so many titles. I wish I had remembered them better. But that was a long time ago. And the only one that I can ever remember when I tell this story is Boner Breath. Boner Breath fucking cracked us up for a long time. There's something about just kind of the bluntness of it. Because a lot of movies, they try to be clever. They try to be like, a parody of some existing movie, or it's just the most straightforward, you know, number 27 in a series of whatever, where it just tells you straight up what to expect. You know, sorority buttfuckers 29 or whatever the fuck. And you're just like, whatever. But then every once in a while you've got something like Boner Breath, where it's like it's fucking funny. It's not, you understand what you're gonna get out of a movie that's titled that. But it's not just like a parody, and it's not just you know, straight up telling you, oh, this is number 31 in the Black MILFs Need Cock 2 series. It's like, no, this is fucking Boner Breath. Is there an ending to this game? Excuse me, man like Kitsch. I'm trying to talk about pornography. Please. Can you believe Twitch chat? Jesus Christ. Type exclamation point VODs. There's a whole story playthrough of this game. The first 21 zones of this game are the story. And then it just procedurally generates zones all the way up until 500. We're on zone 302, 303. At this point, we don't care about the game. The game is secondary at this point. We're talking about pornography, all right? So anyway, about Boner Breath. Fuck, there's still things alive. Why are you still spawning things? Is the ending the death of the series? I mean, yes. This was the last fully released Silent Hill game. Like, that wasn't a playable teaser or a demo or, you know, whatever. This was the last fully released Silent Hill game. This is what the series ended on. Did I ever find Howard? Holy shit, I didn't. Yeah. Up and right from here. So he might actually be through this hallway right here. Nope, boost room. Up and right. Up and right. How can he be up and right from here? But I mean, like, what's even unexplored? Oh, he's down. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong icon. Don't kill me.
Cutting straight to business, I see. It's good to be well supplied. Enjoy it now.
Hold on. Catching up on chat. Xander, you looked up Anal Swine and that cover is incredible. That's the whole reason I watched it. When I was working at the porn store, like, we were encouraged to watch things so that we could recommend stuff to customers. And I mean, I'm a fan of Hunter S. Thompson. Not just, oh my God, I'm so drunk. What's it called? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I've read a lot of his books. Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail. And yeah, like I love Hunter S. Thompson. So when I saw the fucking cover to Anal Swine in the store, I was like, damn. Would you look at that? There do exist porn stores with jack-off parlors that are called video preview rooms. It's a gross Vegas thing, I think. That is definitely not how it was in Texas. Video preview rooms and stuff like that. We didn't even allow customers to use our fucking bathroom. Like, we were a classy place. There was movies on one side. There was toys on the other. No jerk-off rooms. No whippets. Classy place. All right? Fancy establishment. It wasn't even called like what you would expect a porn store to be called. It was called AAA News. Not nudes. News, N-E-W-S. AAA News. Because we carried newspapers and magazines that were published all over the world. So you could get very specific newspapers and magazines that were only available in like other states and countries. And also pornography. You could also get a fucking magic wand or some lube or whatever. Anal Swine. By the way, hi everybody. There's been a lot of people showing up to the stream in the middle of ranting about pornography. Welcome. It's ranting. Anything I do during Mondays is a rant.
Thank you kindly.
All right, I need to sell shit. I need memory residue. Okay, we can sell... Not that. Let's sell some Princess Heart wands for now. That's 1,400.
Don't spend it all in one place. Drop by anytime.
Welcome to Book of Memories and Pornography. Look, I've played 100 hours... Well, more than that, but... For this... grind to zone 500. I've played 100 hours of this game. We've done more than 300 zones. There's no point in talking about the game anymore. You know? Gotta keep ourselves entertained somehow. What happens at 500? I take the memory card, the cartridge, out of my PSTV. I turn on my webcam. I take the cartridge out of my PSTV. I break it into several small pieces using scissors or knives if necessary. I put them into an ashtray and I set them on fire. That's what happens at 500. We honestly should do that. I'm not joking. I am going to destroy my copy of this game when I get to Zone 500. Nub, I'm getting the impression that you dislike this game. You're a very wise person, Critically Read. You're very good at picking up on things. I like that about you. Switch cartridges taste bad. This isn't a Switch cartridge. It's a PS Vita cartridge. It's like a little memory card game. Air fry the cartridge. I don't want to do that to my air fryer. I like it too much. The air fryer doesn't deserve that. We could make it an incentive to go to more and more extreme measures. I don't know. I don't even know what Twitch terms of service is on those kind of things. But at the very least, I'm breaking this fucker into several pieces, and I am setting those bitches on fire. At one point, I had joked about sending the molten remains to Tom Hewlett. But, you know what? I'm not even going to do that. Tom is fine. He works for WayForward. He made games that I like. He just wants to play Zelda 2 and tweet about Ava. He's fine. I don't blame Tom. Don't you dare. I almost fucking died. What is it? Souls Darkening, Stories End. Okay. Got it. Wood Guardian. At least this game gave us Now We're Free. I do love that song. Now We're Free is pretty good. Love Psalm Reprise? What's it called? Just Love Psalm? Love Psalm's pretty good too. And it's Akira Yamaoka. He's there. Like, right, it's Love Psalm from Silent Hill 2, but with lyrics in a redone style. And it's funny because Tom Hewlett tweeted about that, where he said that was one of his most proud moments as an employee for Konami, was bringing Akira Yamaoka in to work on a music track when he was at the time blacklisted from working on Konami projects, because he had just started working on things with Grasshopper Studios. He was doing Let It Die at the time, or Lollipop Chainsaw. One of those. How do you stock dildos? Alphabetical order or size order? By brand, battery and non-battery, and then by size. At least at a classy place like AAA News. Which I don't even know if they still exist. One of the OG devs is making a new horror game with Yamaoka. It's like an action horror game. Slitterhead, Keiichiro Toyama. He was the director for Silent Hill 1. He worked on Silent Hill 1, and then he left Konami and went to work for Sony, where he made the Siren series and Gravity Rush and stuff like that. And then he left Sony and started his own studio, Bokeh Games. And Slitterhead, I think, is the first actual release from the new studio. And he's got Yamaoka doing the music. So it's not a full-on horror game. It's more like action horror from what I've seen. It'll probably be Devil May Cry kind of type of game. But I'm interested. I'm interested. Yeah, they brought in one of the DMC character designers. They've got the creature designer from Siren working on it. So we'll see. We'll see. What has Ito worked on recently? His own stuff. He's just been making art. He's been making art. Every once in a while, he does commission work for other things. He did World of Tanks. He did a something for them. And he did creature design for... Was it Cry of Fear? Night Cry. Night Cry. I always mix them up. Night Cry. All I got was the American Automobile Association. It might be AAA News Austin. Austin, Texas. But yeah, as I said, I don't even know if they're around anymore. Is Night Cry any good or just one of those failed games? I mean, it's no Silent Hill. It's got some moments. But it's so bad it's good. Yeah, it's so bad it's good type of game. Xanderkins, the review I found. This is a place that you can walk in and get a Sunday newspaper, a magazine for the kids, and some adult magazines. Kinda a little perv inside. What the fuck? I mean, it's true. Or at least it was. Google says it's closed. Oh well. It's because they fired me. If I would have still been there, it would be nationwide. There'd be AAA news on every corner. The Starbucks of porn. If only they promoted Boner Breath more. But I mean, I didn't get fired for like disciplinary reasons or anything like that. They let me go because they were not making enough money to keep as many employees as they had. And like they literally drew a name from a hat. Like I got the shit end of the stick there. I would have still been working there, or at least worked there for longer than I did. But they were like, yeah, we're not making enough money to keep all of our employees. So we drew names to see who we let go. And my name got drawn. That shit sucked. But I found a better job after that. I started working for Game Over Video Games in Austin, Texas. A local retro and classic video game store. And I worked there for many years. That was really cool. All right. I need to take a break before I do another zone. I need more alcohol. Just need a moment. How many zones does this game have? 500. It has 500. And we're on 304. But yeah, I'm going to take a couple of minutes here. And I will be right back, and we'll play some more Silent Hill Book of Memories. Back in a bit. Now we're free. All right. Now we're free. Except we're not. We're on Zone 304. We are very far from being free from the nightmare that is Book of Memories. Hi, everybody. I'm back. I took a break. I got more moonshine. I'm out of the fruit punch moonshine. So now I have apple pie moonshine. Oh god, and where Chad is talking about cryptocurrency. Nope. Nope. Quit giving me this challenge. I don't want to do execution moves, Valtiel. More like we're shitting on crypto? I mean, I'm all for shitting on crypto. I've just... I've already done it so much. I'm tired of it. So tired. It's the whole reason I don't play Dead by Daylight anymore. Have you tried Everclear? Yes. Everclear is like when you turn 21 and your friends are like, hey, try this, it's strong. Everclear is beginner's hard alcohol. I am an advanced drinker. I'm in my mid-30s. We're well beyond Everclear. At this stage of our lives. We drink moonshine. We drink shots. We drink stuff that actually tastes good and is strong and fucks you up. Do you like vodka? Depends on the vodka, yeah. I like vodka in mixed things. I don't necessarily like it by itself, although I kind of want to try Masahiro Ito. Here, we'll tie this in to Silent Hill. Just watch me. Masahiro Ito has been tweeting about having vanilla flavored vodka on top of vanilla ice cream. I think that's what he's been talking about. Hold on. Let me bring up the actual tweet. Well, he mentioned the ginger ale, but before that it was ice cream. Hold on. Hold on. ADSK. Come on, Twitter. ADSK4, which is Masahiro Ito's Twitter account. Let's see. Talking about movies. Sankaku Santa. I ate Häagen-Dazs vanilla with absolute vanilla vodka. And then he drew a little diagram to explain it. And I'm saving it so I can share this. He drew a diagram Ate Haagen-Dazs vanilla with absolute vanilla vodka. This is from the creature designer of Silent Hill 1 through 3. This is the man who brought you Pyramid Head. And nurses who designed the Otherworld locations in Silent Hill 1. He drew this to explain ice cream in vodka. Something about that just makes me happy. Makes me very happy. The timer? We don't care about the timer. That's Valtiel's challenge. We're not doing anything for that fucker. No, he wants us to do certain things before the timer runs out in order to get a special item, which will most likely be a shovel. We don't care. We don't care about Valtiel's fucking bullshit. We care about getting 6 puzzle pieces and then leaving this zone. And there ain't no timer on that. Other than the timer that is my actual real-life patience. Hey, what's up, Lazy Tiger? Can you believe they dedicated this whole year to you? Year of the Lazy Tiger Twitch. That's pretty amazing. But I can't think of anybody else more deserving than Lazy Tiger. Hope you're doing well.
Looking for anything specific? Spend those memories wisely now.
This might be a zone where I clear it out and then sell a bunch of shit to Howard. It's a smaller zone. We've got a weapon room right here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the time to clear this entire zone. We're gonna kill every enemy. Yeah, but we're gonna kill this whole zone so that we can sell everything in the zone to Howard. Because I need memory residue. Oh my god, the ghosts are hacking. They just spawn in front of me now. That corner did not work. And he killed me, and I fucking closed my bag trying to select a first aid kit because this game has horrible controls. Why would you ever want to even close your bag? Why? Everything takes up a whole bunch of fucking room. You redesign the UI to take up less room. You don't put the control to close the fucking inventory right next to the same touch control that you need to select a fucking item. They did their best. Tom Hewlett said they tried their best. They tried as hard as they possibly could have tried. Gonna be up all night thinking about how people pre-ordered this game? Dude, I can't sleep at night because I complain about this game and then people fucking message me on Twitter like, it's not that bad of a dungeon crawler for a Vita game. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's a pretty good RPG. It's a pretty good dungeon crawler. There's people who defend this fucking shit. But whatever. There's also people who fucking enjoy injecting meth into their balls. So who am I? Who am I to fucking tell anybody what's good and what isn't? My opinions on Silent Hill don't matter. I've only been playing them since they came out, and streaming them and explaining them and understanding them for the last 7 years.
Thank you kindly.
Why should my opinion count? Any more than anyone else's? Somebody who wasn't even a glint in their fucking father's eye when the first Silent Hill game came out, that thinks Silent Hill Downpour is the best thing since sliced bread. And the Book of Memories isn't that bad. Their opinion should be just as valid as mine. There's a butcher. That's okay. He's just reminding us that we need to take the tree down. Cats are playing in the Christmas tree. Ow. Unlock the save room. What a waste. Waste of a key. Never played Final Fantasy games before 6, but I think it's fine for me to like 10 and 13 like I do. I mean, I don't like 13. 10's okay. 10 has its moments. A lot of people don't like 10. But most of the people, I think, who don't like 10 are only aware of, like, Final Fantasy X memes. Like, they've seen the video of Titus laughing. And they're like, look how bad it is. Look at the voice acting. And it's like, it's literally Titus forcing himself to laugh after learning that he's essentially assisting Yuna, the summoner he's fallen in love with, on a quest that will end in her inevitable death. And he's trying to like force himself to stay positive. Like, we're trying to maintain a positive attitude by force in the face of everything being absolute shit in front of us. That's the context of the whole Titus ha 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 scene. It's supposed to be bad because he's not really laughing. He feels like shit. Everyone feels like shit. D-Miser, thank you for the 4-month resub. Very much appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy your time here. Enjoy another month of emotes. Really appreciate another month of support. Thank you so much. Want to try Final Fantasy VII, but it feels like it's such a gaming titan. I've kind of absorbed a lot of it through other games already. I think it is completely valid to still go back and play Final Fantasy VII. I think you should still go back and play the original PlayStation version of Final Fantasy VII if you can. Not just the remake or anything like that. A friend of mine, fellow Silent Hill speedrunner and overall horror community type person, Punchy. A lot of you might know Punchy. He's done GDQ, ESA, very prolific horror speed gamer. And Punchy just recently played Final Fantasy VII for the first time. And it's one of those things where he's like, yeah, it's dated and yeah, it has its moments where it's not that great, but at the end of the experience he was like, I completely understand why Final Fantasy VII is such a big deal to people. Like, when you actually sit and play it, it's a very fucking good game. It's not my favorite Final Fantasy, but it's pretty high up there. It's in my top, let's say top 5. It's in my top 5. But yeah, 7 is definitely still worth playing. Being characters is far more than what I can say for some of FF12's cast. Does anyone even remember Penelo was in that game? I remember Penelo. As for Vaan, the team did what they could with the time they had to integrate Penelo as a playable party member, given she was not meant to be one. True. As for Vaan, he exists as what you call a perspective protagonist, someone who's not meant to be a great mover of the story, but instead to be a witness to it. He's Ishmael and Moby Dick, essentially. Or Henry Townsend in Silent Hill 4. See, we can always bring it back to Silent Hill here. He is the Henry Townsend of Final Fantasy characters. He's there to watch the story happen around him and occasionally go, what the hell? Waiting on Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. Any day now. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. Don't worry, I'm sure it's gonna happen. In the meantime, I'll be over here. Playing Book of Memories. When I could just be playing Final Fantasy VI. Sometimes I think about that. Sometimes I stay up at night and I think about that. Like, my channel got well known because of how much of a Silent Hill fan I am. And my in-depth story playthroughs and stuff for this series. But I wonder what it would have been like if it had been one of the other series that I'm a big fan of that had become like my main channel series, if not for Silent Hill. Because I'm also a very big fan of the Final Fantasy series. I'm a very big fan of Legend of Zelda. Very big fan of Metal Gear Solid. I'm like, what if back in 2015, when I decided, hey, let's start speedrunning Silent Hill games, and my channel started growing, what if I had been like, hey, let's speedrun Ocarina of Time? And then I wound up being like a Zelda streamer where I do in-depth story playthroughs of Zelda games. And like speedrun all of those. How different would it have been? Or Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy. Zelda's still going strong, so you'd have that going for you. There's still Zelda games coming out. Supposedly, they're going to make another Breath of the Wild. I've been teasing that for like 5 years, but I've got a lot more faith in that coming out than a new Silent Hill. That's for damn sure. Well, so much for that challenge. Lose less than 20% HP and then immediately get fucking butt blasted by a schism. Ornaments are off the tree now? Okay. I mean, really, that's all there is to it. Taking it apart and hauling... Well, yeah, that'll be for me to do, but... Taking it apart and hauling it back upstairs... Not that big a deal. Hello? Pick the things up? Thank you. Apparently I missed a key somewhere too. We still got a locked door over there. I mean, if it's going to happen on any zone, at the very least I already planned on clearing everything out here and selling shit to Howard. So, if it's going to happen, it might as well happen on the fucking zone that I'm going to be in for a while. Because all I've got is that last orb room. And at this point... Let me just go ahead and find the key. Finish clearing out these last few enemies. Ah, found it. It was in a pile where I died. Afraid of Konami unleashing another Silent Hill game? There's almost no way it would be good. Yeah, I kind of agree. But I mean, obviously, if they do, you know your boy's gonna play it. We're gonna play it. We're gonna learn to speedrun it. We're gonna do full in-depth story playthroughs of it. No matter how bad it is, because I've done that shit for even things like this. It was an artifact room. Flask of mineral water. It's not the worst. Alright, let's try and do this fucking orb room and then go meticulously sell everything to Howard. Oh, fuck yeah. No. Fight each other. Fight each other. Fight each other. Schism versus Butcher. Go. Dude, they can't even hit him. I just need to not get hit. Play it safe. Flamethrower this motherfucker down. Fuck. 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 I thought I was out of range.
like hell, kid.
Shut up,
Spend
Howard.
those memories wisely now.
Shut the fuck up, Howard.
Thank you kindly.
Bleeding me dry.
Good luck out there.
My fucking resources. So I can do this dumbass fucking challenge. And spend the next fucking 45 minutes running through, picking up every little thing so I can sell it to you because I'm almost out of fucking money. From dying so goddamn much because these zones are bullshit. Motherfucker, dude, I wasn't even in range of the swipe. I can't kill this one butcher. I can't kill this one motherfucker without losing health. And that's the whole stupid challenge. The whole fucking challenge is to not lose health. Less than 20%, but everything in the room does more than that, so don't get hit is the challenge. I can't attack him at range because my shit doesn't stun lock him. And he just throws a goddamn cleaver in my face and one-shots me from full HP. I should remind you that I'm 300 plus fucking zones into this game with a fully spec'd out character. My vitality cannot possibly be any higher. And half the goddamn enemies in this game still one-shot you. Schism leaps across the room and fucking kills me in one hit. To think this is the favorite game of someone somewhere in the world. Yeah, Charles fucking Manson. I hear he loves it. They gave him a fucking Vita while he was in prison. And he absolutely loved playing this game while putting a staple gun to his nuts. His favorite thing in the world to do. Motherfucker. I hate this. I hate this. What are you even supposed to fucking do? How am I not supposed to take damage in this fucking room with these fucking enemies? No. The only thing in the room's a goddamn spike trap. It's this one spike trap, right? Here. That's the only panel in the room. I'm trying to clear it down to where it's just the butcher, but I can't even do that. Now I've got no supplies, my shit's about to break. And I'm almost out of fucking money. I've got 12K. So I can basically fully restock like 3 times. If that. Hi, Bowie. Hello. Welcome to my amazing stream. Thank fucking Christ, we just got lucky. He walked into a goddamn wall. That's all it took. We needed the AI to be as dumb as a sack of fucking bricks for one attempt and walk into a wall so that I can actually do this challenge. Now I can't even go and leave because I need memory residue so fucking bad. Now we get to do this part of the game. We haven't gotten to do this in a while. So we're going to go take our inventory.
Who in the hell was
We're going to go drop it by the exit. And then we're going to meticulously go through every room of this zone and sell everything to Howard. Bowie, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. I will feel better when I don't have to play this anymore. All right. It begins. Nothing in this room. Let's just go to Howard, work our way out from him. Which is back this way.
What was that? Who in the hell was that?
Bowie, thank you for another 100 bits. Fuck Book of Memories. I wholeheartedly agree. Fuck this stupid fucking game.
So what can I do for you?
And fuck you, Howard.
Take off your hands? Pleasure. Good luck out there.
Okay, that's the entrance. Everything out of the weapon room. Nothing in this room, nothing in that room. Start making our way left. Notes. Notes don't matter. What would it hurt to stop playing? My ability to pay my monthly bills. I'm a full-time streamer. This is my job. That's what it would hurt to stop playing. The whole reason that I'm playing this game is because we hit a sub goal back in September. I was able to pay my October bills thanks to a lot of generous support from subscribers and people giving gift subs, and this was one of the things that I agreed to as part of hitting those sub goals. Exclamation point Y. I forgot I made a command about this. But this is literally my job. So that is what it would hurt to stop playing. What? What? I'm sorry, I just walked into an empty room and just died for no reason. I'm done. I'm done. We're going to Howard. We're selling what I have in my hands. I'm restocking my shit. And I'm done streaming this game. And it's only been 3 hours.
Straight to business, I see.
So I can't really afford for the stream to be over.
All exchanges.
So you know what?
What's your pleasure?
How about we do something frustrating, but in a much better
stranger.
Silent Hill game?
Step right up. We've got just about everything. Spend those memories wisely now.
How about that?
Thank you kindly.
We'll do something that's still challenging and still frustrating, but at the very least, we'll be playing a better Silent Hill game. But I'm done with this game. I can't play any more of this tonight. I finally cleared the whole damn zone. I finally got through the stupid fucking challenge orb where I can't get hit. And I was just going to go through and sell a bunch of shit to Howard. And then we've got a bugged enemy that's invisible and can't be targeted and can't be killed because it's technically already dead, just constantly giving out a hitbox of an attack that kills me in one hit so that I walk into a completely empty fucking room and just die. Fuck this game. Fuck this stupid game.